We've got even more details of the precise timeline of this entire operation, and I wanted to bring some of these details to you before we show you what happened in Parliament, and you need to wait for that. The terrorist group had been tracked. You heard Vishnu talk about how they'd been tracked for the last couple of months. 4 days ago, there was another intelligence input narrowing down the focus and giving the security agencies a very specific idea of where they might be. At about 2 a.m. this morning, and remember, I am masking some of the specific details in the interest of operational security. We've got clearance to use some of this information because it is not a sensitive nature. The group activated, the terror group, these guys apparently activated a T-82 Ultra set Chinese-made communication device. It's almost like a satellite phone, and that was the dead giveaway. The terror team's precise location was immediately picked up because Indian sensors were already tracking them. These were 3 Pakistani terrorists who were tracked in this manner. At about 8 this morning, a drone of some kind was launched to get a first visual detail of these terrorists and their location. At about 9:30 in the morning, a cordon was placed around the particular area of interest by a Rashtriya Rifles unit. At about 10 this morning, a para-commando team of the Indian Army ascended the Mahadev hill feature where these terrorists were said to be located. At about 10:30 a.m., a positive ID of the terrorists were conducted by the commandos on site. By 11, all 3 terrorists were hit in a first burst of fire. By about 11:45 a.m., 1 injured terrorist attempted to escape, but he was eliminated by the commandos. By 12:30, half past noon, cleansing operations took place in a 2-kilometer radius by the Special Forces as well as the Rashtriya Rifles. By around 1:45 p.m. today, at about the time when Parliament was getting ready to begin the Operation Sindoor debate, the terrorists' bodies were ID'd and they were photographed. It was decided that the army would hold a briefing later, but that has been postponed to tomorrow. Let's just